Unfortunately, you will hear that the squatter was flirting with me, asking to take me out on a date, asking to buy me dinner, because he said that will make up for the energy that he's used at the property, like the theft of gas and electricity and stuff. And then he started asking me how old I was, and it was just getting really inappropriate. And he started saying that if I saw him in real life, I'd never guess that he's a squatter. Hi, we are Leah and AK, also known as Property Couple, and we document property investing, business and working together as a couple on YouTube. And we've been doing it for about 3.5 years now. It was January of this year, and we got a message through to us from somebody who drove past the property, and there was a big letter up on the door. And I was away working and you were on holiday, weren't you? Mm-hmm. And this picture come through, and it was a letter from the squatter to us. So it's them saying like, I've moved in here, I've been living here from the 16th of January. And at this point it was now like the 23rd of January. So I just started panicking, like, oh my gosh, we'd been waiting for this property to receive planning permission. So that's why it was vacant. So I was on the phone to the police, and they said the only way we can go to the property is if he's committed an offence. And I've obviously Googling everything, and I found out that theft of utilities without the owner's consent is an offence. So I was like, right, they can go there for that. So I asked the police to go there, and they did. Whilst the police were there, they said, look, your squatters are out right now. They asked me if they could force entry to the property. We gave permission for them to force entry, because this property is about 3 hours away from where we live. And the police was going around, and the policeman was walking around the property, and he was like, there's a lot of food here, mattress, air fryer. They set up an air fryer in the house. They had set up a TV. They had unplugged our landline phone and plugged it in next to the bed like it was a Holiday Inn. Like,
yeah. They'd also disconnected the fire alarm system, so that obviously, nobody was notified, because the squatter was like smoking in the property and stuff. So he kind of like ripped out the fire alarm system. So
started tampering with the electrics. He'd also started ripping out pipework and selling off our stuff as like scrap metal, presumably for money. So there was all this going on, and then I said to the policeman, okay, where does this leave me right now? Because he's not at the property, the squatter is not there. And the policeman said it's very rare for squatters to leave, because they know that if an owner comes, technically you can get them out by locking them out. So we quickly called around, and we found a local builder to go and drop everything on his current project and go and secure our property and like nail down every door. They secured the property so well that even we were locked out of the property. Everyone was locked out of the property. Every window was screwed shut, just as a temporary fix. And then we found out that we couldn't actually throw out all of the squatter stuff, like the mattress and the food and the air fryer and everything, because then we'd be committing an offence by throwing out the squatter's stuff. So there's a further legal matter here of what to do with their stuff. So that's why we left the note. And the note said, hi, it's the owners. You've been locked out of our property now. You will get your stuff back, but call us to arrange pickup. So the squatter called us, and he was so angry. He was saying that he'd been locked out. He was calling us as if it was like a Holiday Inn hotel and the key card wasn't working to his property. It was just mind-blowing. Unfortunately, you've got no rights. You've got no rights to be on that property.
I do, because it was unsecure. It's a commercial bare building. I've got confirmation off the police and citizens advice. That's not just me. There was no damage. That was vulnerable, that place. And there's no damage whatsoever. I've secured it.
Yeah, he was an interesting chap, I think he was like, he kept on calling so many times. We've actually got the conversation. Like, he was starting to be a bit inappropriate with Leah.
Offer a meal afterwards, free electric.
Take me out for the meal, basically, electric.
I'll pay compensation, electric and gas. A meal and a bottle of wine.
And then he started asking me how old I was, and it was just getting really inappropriate. and he started saying that if I saw him in real life, I'd never guess that he's a squatter. He told me he had beautiful blue eyes, and I thought he said beautiful thighs, like about his legs, and I was like, why is he telling me this?
I mean, when you see me, Leah, you'll go, he's got nice eyes.
Nice thighs?
You'll go, everyone will say, even the male will say it.
Eyes.
You've got really nice eyes. I've got piercing eyes, I don't want to talk with them.
Yeah.
The amount of people say about my eyes, don't fall for them.
Okay.
You're married.
I am.
Yeah, good. How many years now?
It's early days.
Early days? Oh, God. Hopefully you'll last.
Yeah.
Right, come on, will you put the phone down, Leah?
All right then, I'm gonna have to go.
Meal.
Okay. Oh.
Right,
Okay.
think about you tomorrow.
Okay then. Speak to you in a bit.
Right, sweet dreams and what ones do. Oh yeah, right, good sense of humour, you know, Leah. I do. Everyone says, Michael, you're right funny.
Okay.
Anyway, Lee, come on.
All right. Bye.
Stop teasing each other.
Bye.
Come on, your husband.
Bye.
So today's the big day.
Today is the big day. Not the big day. That's later in the year.
Yeah, today's the biggest day of the year until our wedding day. That's our next big day.
Look at all the food he's left. We're gonna have to chuck all that away.
I know, it's just going to get really mouldy.
I'll put my gloves on in a minute and I'm gonna start because the mice will be here. That's his mattress. Okay, this is where he was living. He's plugged in a TV and that, and his kettle.
Thank you, Leah.
All right, no worries.
Thank you. Enjoy your day and have a nice meal. I'd love to give you the compensation.
Don't worry about compensation. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much and speak to you soon.
Andrew,
Cheers.
thank you,
Bye.
Leah.
I actually felt quite sorry for him, and like from a human perspective, I kind of leveled with him a little bit. And people in the comments were just going crazy. They were just like, "What is wrong with you?" But from a human perspective, like I can see where he's coming from. But actually, what he's doing, ironically, is stopping us from creating 10 more rooms for 10 more people in the area. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's a tough position. Like,
at the end of the day, you've got to be pretty desperate to break into a former nursing home and set up your camp there.